Hello again and welcome back. This is the fourth video in this series, and this time we'll take a look at guitar. Exactly like the bass, the guitars are recorded using a direct input signal or a DI signal. However, while we want to make the low end from the bass sit in the middle of the stereo space, we want the guitars to be wide. Therefore, all guitar parts are recorded twice for a left and a right channel. This means that one track is panned 100% to the left and the other is panned 100% to the right. You can't just copy one track, since that will create phasing issues and won't widen the sound. We actually need the small variations and differences in the recordings. I'll isolate the left and right channels and then add them together so you can hear the starting point for the guitar tone. The two DI tracks are within the same parent folder, which lets me process them as one unit. On the parent folder, I'm using an amp simulator to make them sound like actual guitars. For this particular project, I was struggling to find a good guitar tone, so I settled by merging two different amps. The main amp is a pretty classic metal tone, and it has a lot of gain and overdrive. It sounds like this. The second amp has a much lower gain with more crunch, and it lets the string sound come through. It also has more mid-frequencies to balance the sound a bit. Merging the amps like this, I found it was easier for me to blend the guitars with the bass. This is what the crunch amp sounds like in isolation. And when you add the two amps together, they sound like this. Both amps send to a sum track where I can treat the two different amps as one unit. Here I apply some EQ to fit the guitars to the overall mix and remove harsh frequencies. Additionally, I have a multi-band compressor that targets the low end, which especially helps with the low buildup of palm muting. Stay a while and listen to the difference EQ makes. Like both drums and bass, the guitar bus is routed to the mix bus, where it receives additional bus processing. I'll turn the mix bus processing on and off so you can hear the difference it makes for the guitar tone. Especially it brings up the higher frequencies with a high shelf. And then we're actually done with guitar. The challenge with guitar is to find a tone that blends well with the rest of the mix. When that is done, it usually doesn't require too much processing. If you have any questions regarding guitar or mixing in general, feel free to leave comments down below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time for vocals.